Tim Kitzer here, the voice of some of your favorite video games like NBA.
Today's episode is brought to you by PTZ Optics. This ability upgrade. New Wave Toys and their Replicate Amusements products. And
Boom shakalaka! Hey everybody, it's Tim Kitzer here, the voice of some of your favorite video games like NBA Jam and NFL Blitz. And I'm here to talk to you about Old School Gamer Magazine. It's the magazine for retro gaming, and it's exploding. Kaboom! Print issues come out every other month, and if you want to go green, digital options are available. Visit oldschoolgamer.com and subscribe now. That's oldschoolgamer.com. Boom shakalaka! Kaboom!
Well, it's good to know we had our glitch even before the show was live. I thought we were broadcasting at like 7:50. I thought I'll just put the banner up. We do the countdown, throw the commercial.
We'll be
up.
early. We'll be
Yeah,
early.
be early. Then I'm looking like we're not live. I didn't hit the live button. So we had our glitch.
One simple old man button, and
That's
he didn't
it.
hit it.
98
man.
episodes in, and we still can't get perfectly smooth start.
I
to the
like how
show.
you say we can't get it,
Yes,
because
of
I have no
course.
control of this.
We're a total team. We're a total team.
In for what is it? In for a pound. In for whatever.
That's it. So
I don't know the expression, but anyways.
well, listen. First of all, I'm just glad I'm here at all. In case people
Sound
didn't
is
know,
good. We got our sound checked by Pliskin's Run.
in case people didn't know, around the world, in New York, we actually had. Well, I was at Jersey, of course. We had a 4.8
God's
Richter
trying to
scale
tell you guys something in
earthquake.
Jersey.
I'm at my job. I'm just sitting there, and now they're building a building behind me, and I hear this like rumbling, like the ceiling was about to come down on me. I'm like, did a crane fall? That get out of the building?
Construction going on.
And then I look out the window, There's nothing there. There's nobody. I'm like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, I bet you we had an earthquake. And since 1969, when I was born, and I can remember, there's been 6 that I felt in New York, and the ones in the
Like
past,
ever.
yeah, from personally. But the thing was, the previous ones were by Indian Point, and Indian Point is a nuclear reactor, and about 60 miles away from me. It's not, it's maybe not 60, it's more like 35 miles maybe from me. So they
Hey,
built,
Glenn,
yes,
you forgot your tinfoil hat.
I did, I did. But the best place to build a nuclear reactor is on a fault, and that's where the Indian Point was. So I'm like, okay, looks like we had a pretty big one there, but it turns out it was in New Jersey. That I think I got.
Wow.
Uh,
It was 4.8 on the Richter scale or something like
yeah,
that.
and over here,
Something crazy like that.
pull up over here real quick. Boom, boom, shakalaka. So right over here, New
4.8,
Jersey, 4.8. And the funny part was this did happen, but a lot of it was 50-50. Some people felt it, like really felt it, and knew an earthquake had happened. Other people said I didn't even know. And when I was with my brother, we're rewatching V before the show. We're watching V. I'm on an exercise bike, and Jen sent me a message saying there was just another aftershock. I'm like, oh, I didn't feel that one. So that's it's a shame because that's when you tell ladies, hey, I made the earth move for you. Hey, baby, I made the earth move for you.
Wow. Okay. A little pro tip for the kids out there.
Yes, a pro tip for the kids. But again, thank God it's Friday, Stephen. How was your week? Before we go to the live chat, how was your week?
I don't know. My week was I've started a new job full time, and it's been about a month. And especially being off work from before, I come home and I sleep good at night. So I'm zonked and just hit the bed and I'm good to go. And I didn't get a chance to play many video games. I've been catching up on Deep Space Nine. So yeah, it's been a week. But yeah, so glad you're still with us with the earthquake happening and everybody's safe,
And
which is good.
here's the best part, Stephen. Here's the best part. So we get this earthquake. It wasn't a serious one. We felt it, obviously, and zero damage. But an hour and 15 minutes later, we get an alert on our cell phone. Beep! There has been an earthquake.
Wow,
if you have an emergency, call. I'm like, we'd be dead already. An hour and a half later.
Yeah. If this was what's the highest recorded earthquake? Like 8 point something. The sky's
like
falling at that
something
point
like
or
that.
whatever.
But I mean, come on. We get an alert message an hour and a half after the fact saying, "Hey, there's an earthquake happening." Yeah, we already.
They might as well just do a virtual poke a stick to see if you're still alive at that point. Wow, that's crazy. Did you want me to go through the chat?
Let's say hi to everyone into the chat.
Guests.
Have everyone to the chat, please.
We've got about 50 people watch it. So let's we've got Jason, Resident AI. We got Adam Kalb. I guess that's the best way to. Nobody's argued with us about the mispronunciation of that.
Because
Sam's Arcade, Aaron O'Leary, must be Irish, I guess. Video Game Vegas, Pliskin's Run, Hobby Hand, Chit for Brains, Triumph or Die. Let's see who else we got here. Glenn's Retro Show. I don't know who that guy is.
Jerk.
EERRJJ. Okay, so it's EER, whatever. Rich Ogren. Oh, yeah, Ogren, sure. McCrae 114. These guys have been here before. Epicus, Fretburner 89. Must play guitar. Who else we got in here? Andy's Game Room. Welcome. Patton. No, Patton's the guy we had on the show before, right?
I don't think we've had Patton plays on the show. We haven't.
No.
Patton, if you want to come on, man, let me know. We'd love to have you on.
I thought we had him on the show. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Goofy Foot, of course. Brad. My screen just jumped. Brad Underwood. Scott Barrett. Biggie D's Arcade. Hopefully I didn't skip any. Iceman. Rich Waldo. And Rich Waldalo. Okay, sure.
That one always gets. I have a hard time.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of, get a normal name. Galaga Guy 88. Greg's Game Room. A lot of Game Room folks in here.
It looks like he had a power. He said he had a power blip same time as a quake. So.
Oh yeah, well probably the grid is all the way up in New York or something. Who knows? Thumper Squid. Charlie Chuck. Game Broker 84. Green Sammy 87. Who else we got? JJ, To Die For, and Jeff D. And if you show up late, that's your own fault. So welcome everybody on our crazy Friday, Earthquake Friday.
Earthquake
I guess
Friday. That's exactly what it was, man. And
we didn't get an earthquake. I remember here in Canada, we do get them, but not often. I remember sitting down one time, I would say about 15 years ago. I was sitting in my chair and everything was just shifting like this very slowly. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And I thought it was getting like a dizzy spell, or, when you you get out of your chair too fast. It felt like that, but I was like, okay, I'm not feeling nauseous or anything. And I could just see like the books and all that stuff up there. And I was like, what's going on? And then my buddy called me and he goes, hey, there was an earthquake here in Ottawa, which is literally 8 hours away. And we felt it within 2 minutes of it hitting over there. I was like, damn. So this was several years ago, but still it was like, wow, that's crazy. So remind Glenn, there's somebody asking about the whole Berserk Frenzy winner thing or whatever.
Yes,
that's not tonight, is it?
No, it's not even close.
No.
We can't announce a winner until we get 5,000 subscribers on the official New Wave Toys fan page. We're about
so what is it at now?
4,300 and change. So
you guys got to get on clicking, man.
Yep.
Come
get
on.
your friends to join. Whatever you got to do. Once
your
we
grandma.
have 5,000 on the fan page, then we will announce on Kickin'it Old Skool on that
Let's
Friday.
hope it doesn't take till 2025.
Well, I remember with the the official, I have so many, for the official At Games global fan page, PK was doing a giveaway when we hit 10,000. And it took a long, we're at 11,000 now, but it took a long time to hit that number, 10,000.
The big number.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so
wow,
Bill, did you feel it? Because some people say they didn't even know it happened.
Probably if you're driving, you wouldn't notice it. Unless there's
my brother
birds
was
falling
driving
out of the sky or something.
He didn't notice it. I really thought because there's a floor above me in my building. I wasn't in the hospital. I was in my building next to it. And it sounded like the ceiling was about to come down on me. But then I looked, about 2 seconds later, I didn't see anything. And I went to the other departments. Some people felt it. Some people didn't. I don't know.
I guess if you're busy or doing something, you might not notice it as much and your brain just compensates. I don't know. We don't live in earthquake. If you talk to a person from California, they're like, it's fine. We get it weekly here, kind of thing. I when I went to California, visited some friends there. They're like, yeah, we get earthquakes here all the time. It's almost like getting a burger at McDonald's or whatever. It's like,
well, it is. I mean,
no problem.
no
problem.
You don't expect to get earthquakes on the East Coast like you would on the West Coast. But we do get them. Like I said, I had 6 in my lifetime. I remember the one I remember the most was in the 80s. I was in bed and it was shaking. And it was just me, so I wasn't shaking for any other reason. But the bed was shaking.
In fear.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell was that? I said, was that?
That's the time you hit puberty. That's when you
hit
puberty. Who knows, right? I remember in 2000, literally on the time that it went from 1999 to 2000, so the Y2K, there was an earthquake that wasn't far from here, and we felt it. And it happened like the New Year's Eve, basically, or New Year's Day, rather. And you watch the news, and we're like, yeah, there was an earthquake. It never happens up here where I live. And it happens sometimes,
Well, normally it is a West Coast thing because your continent is attached to my continent because it's all one big continent. And we're going from east to west. So that's usually where the fault line hits it more. But we are expanding. The Pacific is getting smaller every year, and the Atlantic is getting bigger every year. And I guess right now, those Jersey folk, well, the
They're going to end up in the ocean
at some point. That's okay.
Right in the ocean.
Okay. I mean, it's not okay because I have a lot of friends in New Jersey, but
just your house will stay on a little island, and the rest of it will go in the ocean. Sure.
Yeah.
But I know that the fault line, I guess the San Andreas Fault in California, that apparently is just an accident waiting to happen. So I saw the movie. With The Rock. So. Oh,
actually,
by
I saw
the way,
that one too. I did see that one.
It's cheesy, but it's interesting. Lots of good special effects and stuff. But so you and I before the show, I was making some recommendations from TV and all that stuff.
You were.
So once we get over the earthquake, hopefully everybody's okay. There's a show on Netflix that I've watched with my wife, and it's called The Three Body Problem. When you first read the title, it sounds like a murder mystery thing that you got three bodies and murder mystery. It's not even that at all. It's a science fiction thing, basically, and it's actually really good. So I don't know if anybody in the chats watched it. Three Body Problem. It's on Netflix.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
It's the guys that apparently it's the producers or whatever of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, great. It's you know what I mean? It's cool.
Oh,
You know what I
Steven,
mean?
someone's going to see you in the flesh. Are you stripping down somewhere?
No. This week. Where am I going?
Well, last week was just your face because you were having
Oh
cell
yeah,
phone.
that's right. It was just my silhouette.
Yes.
Basically, I was at my in-laws with my iPhone, logging in, and I was like, Glenn, the camera's just going to be all over the place. Just turn the camera off. Put a little
We
silhouette.
could always put him back. See, just he's back.
I'm
There you go.
crushing your head. I'm crushing. Right, I can't get it. So, for those of you that are Canadian and watch Kids in the Hall, you'll know what that means. Or American too. I guess you guys got Kids in the Hall down there, right?
That's right. We have the earthquake, the solar eclipse. Yeah, we have a lot of
Solar
these.
eclipse, what, the 8th or something, eh?
Yes.
You know what's funny? I noticed that like Amazon is selling glasses. Like, get your
Yes.
glasses here. Who's dumb enough to look at the solar eclipse? Like, really? If
Well,
you're
if you
looking
have
at
the
the
right-
solar eclipse, look at just
If
hold
you have
on.
the right glasses,
you-
it's okay.
No,
but
no.
do you trust
If
Amazon's
you-
glasses?
No, probably not. But think about it this way. Think this nice and if you're stupid enough to look at the sun as a human being, you probably ate paint chips as a kid because no other animal on the earth looks at the sun other than us.
I don't
So
know about
it's
you.
not
I look
good
at my
for
son
ya.
all the time. I see my son in the morning. I see him at night.
That's a different sun, but yes,
Oh,
I get
okay.
what you're saying.
Sorry.
But at the end of the day, we shouldn't even be staring at this damn thing. I know it's cool, whatever, but you're going to trust the Amazon glasses like you were saying? You just might as well just move on with your life.
But there's
and
another
not
way
have
you
to
can
worry
do
about
it. You can get a shipping
a
box.
can and
That's
whatever.
right. You put a hole on one side and you look at the dot on the other side. You don't look directly at it. Those
but
help.
even then,
Yep.
I
But
mean, I'm
I
not
did
that
it.
curious.
I did it.
I'm
I did
not
it with
that
Cole.
curious. I'll look at a computer simulation before I go do that. I believe you that the sun and the moon in front. I get it. It's all good. I believe you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, that's the thing. So in the end, don't look at the sun, guys.
No.
Just go to work. You'll live. You'll be fine. Just imagine a cat doing that, and we have blind cats. What the hell? I ain't gonna have it. Or Blue looking at the sun, and you have to put glasses on Blue now.
Blue will look
No.
cool. Blue, he'll look good with glasses.
Yeah, no.
He will.
So what kind of announcement you got there? You got some product stuff you need to announce?
Well, just
or
Joe's.
anything?
Of course, I want to talk about Joe Sabo's arcade because he did a really nice job with the artwork here. Let me pull this thing up here, if I can. Good old Joe Sabo's arcade. He does beautiful artwork. There's all kind of different artwork, but for the Build-A-Cade, it is acrylic. I'm going the right one here. Beep. So he's going to make a bunch of different ones for the Build-A-Cade. He's starting off now, obviously, with Donkey Kong. He already has Arkanoid. He's already got that one out there. But he's got a bunch. Where are they on the side over here? He's got the Robotron 2084, which is really nice. Qbert. But this is the one people are going to want. So on the video, which I just premiered before this show, you can go in there. There are 3 different links. There's a link in there if you don't have one to buy GRS Build-A-Case because you're going to kind of need that. And then the second link is for the 3D printed files you'll need to download to make the shape correct. It's just 3 little parts. On a slow printer like I had, it took about 2 hours and 20 minutes. On a new age printer, probably take 20 minutes to print. And then, of course, the Joe Sabo's Donkey Kong artwork, as you can see right here, is phenomenal. And I realized after I made the video, I forgot to take off the protective film on the left and right side and the front. So it actually looks even better than what you guys saw in the video. Because Glenn rushes sometimes, and,
He'll be looking at the sun on you.
I look at the sun. I do.
He'll be looking at the sun.
I definitely recommend Joe Sabo stuff here, especially if you want this Donkey Kong, because
It does look pretty sweet, though.
well, the good thing about this one right here is since it's acrylic, It's 0.30 inches thick, so it's thick enough to where the 3D printed parts you put on there, it
Won't
smooths it
show
out.
through.
You can't tell. Now, if you put vinyl on there, the vinyl is going to show the teardrop shape of the part, unless you go and fill in with like Bondo or something like that, right? You sand it. You could do that, I suppose, and use regular artwork. But with this, you
Mhm.
just stick it on, you're done. And the good
Away you
part
go.
is, since the 3D printed parts are in 3 separate pieces, it's still completely able to dismantle and remantle and mantle and dismantle your Build-A-Case as many times as you want. But I
Cool.
wanted to give Joe a big shout out there.
Cool. It looks nice. I like it.
It does. And the only thing I didn't do, and we talked about it beforehand, the ball is a Billy Mitchell red. He doesn't play on red, but apparently he does. So I got to make that ball top black because the
The original one was black.
And
Yeah.
the T-molding right now is black on mine, and it really should be white. And I'm probably going to go to like one of those arts and craft stores and buy like a white paint pen.
Paint pen.
Paint pen.
Paint
Oh
pen.
my God, that's a tongue twister. You get a pen.
A lot of P's in there.
My God, a paint pen, a paint pen, and make it white.
Like I said, Glenn will be staring at the sun on.
I think maybe I did already. I mean, Jason's alive, but I can't say it. I'm going to go to.
You're getting
Michael's
everybody
and get
howling
a
in their
white
seats tonight.
paint pen. There we go. A white paint pen. And that should be all you need to do to make it look like.
You mean a black paint pen?
No, it's already black now. You want the T-molding has to be white.
Oh, the T-molding part.
Yep,
Yeah.
gotta be white.
Black and a white one if you want to do the
Yes.
joystick ball or whatever.
But
that's cool.
But I hope that because I know a lot of people want this. I know I want Popeye as well. So Joe Sabo is making a Popeye one. I want
Donkey Kong Jr. probably.
Donkey Kong. I absolutely got to get Donkey Kong
3.
I'm not a big Donkey Kong 3 fan, but it's iconic. I want to play with
Donkey
Choice
Kong
10.
3 is a shmup.
It is. I want also the Player's Choice 10. I want to punch out because you could put a second monitor on top. Because New Wave Toys will be making their standalone monitor. Put it on top and do that. So the design itself just has so many different. Fix It Felix Jr. How did I forget that one?
Yeah, for sure.
Fix It Felix on there. So those are all things that I want to do on there. And we got Papa Brad just joining here. So hey, Papa Brad, buddy, how you doing? Hey, see, look, our AI wants Popeye as well.
Yeah, Popeye is a nice one. I prefer myself a Donkey Kong Jr. because I'm partial to that game, but yeah, it's awesome. There's Sable.
There's Joe.
Yeah,
Joe, and I actually told him if he wanted to join, man, we're happy to bring him on the show. So Joe, if you want, just teams me on Instant Messenger if you want to come
we
on.
showed your site a few minutes ago. If you just joined us, so you just missed it.
Yeah, I'll do it just to prove the point. Boom, there it is. We just had it up.
There you go.
Doing all the stuff.
It looks nice, Joe. So it's good.
Good stuff. And I highly recommend Joe's stuff. Even if you're not using the acrylic, he does vinyl for like full-size arcade machines and stuff like that. So, I'm real excited. This one came out, and now I have to buy a bunch of Build-A-Cases myself because I do want a Donkey Kong Jr. and 3 and everything else. So but I'm going to use Vipers in mine. I'm not going to use Pies. I'm going to use Vipers. Vipers, again, I keep saying any day. We're waiting for a fix.
They're on their way.
One of my partners to fix the Sinden gun, because when you plug in the Sinden, it cuts the screen down in half, and we need to fix that before we do an actual release. What's this here?
Galloping Ghost 1/6 scale.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
play it up.
Galloping Ghost, isn't that the big arcade? That's I forget where exactly,
they're
but
big stuff.
I forget which one. But you know what? In the end, I did want to say something. Nintendo, nothing to see here. Move along.
No.
Nothing to see here. Move along. So in the end, it looks great. I mean, it looks pretty cool. So it's like I said, for me, the Donkey Kong Jr. would be the one I would want.
I agree with this. A great one. And as far as this one, Willie's asking if Joe will be supporting my 4.3-inch screen, which we're coming out with. And I'll talk with Joe. I'm sure he will, because I'm really hoping that these will fly off the shelves for him as well. I just want to partner with them on it. So I think he will. But again, It all depends on sales, right? Sales If you get enough sales, they work with you. If you don't get sales,
Makes it feasible or
right.
not, right?
Because you got to
So,
realize when Joe did this for me, he did it, but it's taking time away from other projects to do this. But now that it's done, I'm assuming he goes to his computer, says print 50 of these GRS Donkey Kong and cuts up.
there's some assembly, I'm assuming, but
It's
probably
probably some.
not. Yeah, for sure. So that's cool. So we got an earthquake. We got the mini Donkey Kong
Oh yeah.
thing.
So Joe's in the chat. Joe, did you feel the earthquake? Because I did, and he's in Pennsylvania. So, we did say, look, he says right here, boom, he'll have with Donkey Kong Jr. So I'm gonna have to get that.
Me too. I'd love to have one, but finances are a little low these days. So no, that's great. I mean, yeah, Joe, if did you get the earthquake aftershocks? I didn't get anything up in Canada here, but
And we got the Rexer joining, and I know the Rexer's going to
Rexer.
order one. Actually, probably going to order Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. right away. Rexer is a big Donkey Kong fan. He can get to the kill screen. He gets like 700,000 points. I get like 10,000, and I'm done. But,
Video game Vegas. Just don't put the 2600 version of Donkey Kong in there.
Actually, you're.
It's sad.
It's
The
pretty bad, but
remake is nice,
the
but
VCS, yes. So if you go to Atari Age, you know what? I have actually not been on Atari Age since Atari took it over. I don't know why. I just have not gone back. I probably
it's
should.
nothing personal. I don't think it's just
No, I just
not
haven't gone back.
Yeah.
Um, But I am kind of happy that Atari is making. I still hate the 400, calling it the 400. I can't stand that. So I'm gonna
I
wait
don't
that
know
goes
why
on
they
sale.
did that. Weird marketing. It's like
It's
the
annoying.
people that called that gun the GRS something instead of the boomstick. Those
Yeah.
people need to talk or
The
something.
GRS
what I mean?
Sinden Target Pro.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
words.
The boomstick would have been better. The marketing.
It is.
So that's good. So yeah, put in the chat, guys, if you guys had a bit of a aftershock or something from the earthquake or
and
whatever.
that's
So,
one thing. And also, since Joe Sabos is here, let him know what you'd want to see. What artwork would you like to see on the Build-A-Case aside from the big ones? Because he's here, and if you want to get his ear, this is the best time to talk to him while he's in the chat.
Yep. So yeah, in the end, it's good. So
yeah, Atari's coming out with the Sprint game. So I do like the fact that they're bringing these titles back. I'm not gonna.
what do you
pull
mean the
punches
game
here.
itself, like
The arcade game,
remake, or
yeah, it's gonna be like
what is it?
one
A
of the
mini
remakes.
thing like this, or what are they doing?
It'll be like the Recharged, the Recharge games that they've been doing. But I have to
don't know
say,
this.
I understand why, but I just hate the fact that it says Atari Berserk and Atari Frenzy on my replicates.
Because it was Stern.
Right. So
Stern was the name of the.
that bugs me. It's almost like I wish there was a firmware. I'm sure someone will do it, but a firmware switch, we could say Atari or Stern, because I really don't want the Atari on there. I understand they own it now, but I'm buying the nostalgia factor, and I want to see, just like they
Stern.
said in Heavy Metal, Stern. If you remember that scene, but that's what I want.
But I think
there.
Stern is still an entity at this point that does pinballs and stuff, or somebody owns that name
Right.
that they can't carry it over or something, right? So
Right.
that's probably what the problem is that somebody still, So in the end, yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But anything else new and exciting that you need to announce? Like,
well, I could say that I know people have been wanting to know when the next release of the iiRcade Ultimate Control Panel is coming out. We're probably going to start doing shipping on those in the next couple of weeks for people to do the pre-orders on those. Again, the Viper should be coming out relatively soon. I know Shiloh, we talked a couple times this week about our announcement. And again,
it's coming, guys. It's coming.
It is. The one thing is that we're dealing with a third party who has the license, and they have to approve everything, and that's what's kind of holding up now at this point. But I'm hoping maybe by the 100th episode, it's only 2 weeks away. Maybe we could do that announcement on that 100. Steve, 100 episodes in like 2 weeks.
100, man. I don't. There's not enough candles on a cake to celebrate it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of cool, and it's kind of surreal a little bit too. That we right now we got 74 people watching. I was going to be happy with 10 or 5. You know what I mean? To have people listen to us yap for an hour. So it's pretty cool. So
and Bill's
thanks
right.
to everybody for coming.
Oh, absolutely. We love when you guys come in. I mean, to be quite honest, we talk about it every week, but we mean it. I look forward to you guys every week. Now we go through,
Oh,
we
yeah.
go to work, we do everything we got to do there. But I look forward to you guys. You make both of us laugh and smile at our
Oh, yeah,
stupidity sometimes, but also just
Yeah.
you guys are aces in the hole for us every week, and we really do appreciate you guys. We really do.
I think they don't, like it's cool and all, but I think maybe on the 100th episode we can really tell them like how much it really has helped us because yeah, we mess around, we do whatever, but when you work hard all week and then you come and you unwind here, it's great. It's good. We'll call it a little bit of therapy or a little bit of
Well, you know what? When you have time with
R&R.
friends, you just feel
It's always good.
It's Friday night, and usually Friday night you leave work and you hang out with friends, and that's what we're doing here. We hang out with all of you guys here,
Yeah.
and your friends, your family, and we appreciate you guys. And
Yeah.
it means a lot to
sure.
us. I mean, it really does,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. It means more than you guys think. Let's just say that. So
Pliskin, I'll never
But-
forget watching World of Warcraft, man. You hurt me, man.
you know
Left
what?
me on a
Speaking
cliffhanger.
speaking of that, I read somewhere that their Blizzard wants to make more movies, which is now Microsoft. So Microsoft may pump a bit of money into the movies like they're doing with Halo and go, hey, let's make another Warcraft movie. So Blizzard says that now, but you're really hearing Microsoft. You know what I mean?
Right.
Saying, hey, we're going to make or wanted to make more Warcraft movies. I don't know if the other one bombed or not at the box office. I don't know.
Let's just keep
Let's
it
get-
friends for now.
Yeah. We're friends. Yeah.
It's not you.
mu-
It's not you. It's me. Let's just be friends. Let's be friends.
Yeah. We're in the friend zone. That's how it is. I see how
is.
it is.
It is. But we just want
So
to,
that's
and Jason, Jason, we really do. We really appreciate you guys. You're a good bunch, and we do look forward to it every single Friday.
No, but when you think about it, deep down, we'll cover some more stuff in the future. But you guys come here on your Fridays to spend it with us for an hour, which is it's baffling and it's humbling at the same time, right? So it's great. It's baffling and
Oh, he's getting hit.
the-
Iceman's getting hit with ads. Thanks, YouTube.
is he really?
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
getting
you
hit with
took
ads.
care of that.
I thought I did too, but YouTube does its own thing.
Well, what happens is that we're talking about stuff and then it's too late by the time it comes back and they're like, what are they talking about now? And it messes everything up. Glenn did try to fix it, guys.
I did.
But-
I did.
But,
But
he's
I fix
still
it like I
working
fix
on
the
the
show. With everything
Yeah, I was going to say he's still working on that like he does with the audio. So it'll take 100 episodes to get it right. So to episode 200, we're good after that. So, but yeah,
wow, you're thinking 200?
well, I don't know. I'm optimistic. I
Really?
guess. Well, we made it to 100 and,
We did. Yeah, we've been doing this show for like
Well-
over 2 years or something like that.
Has it been 2 years already?
It has. It has. You're an old
Holy
man.
mackerel. Do you have the date of the first episode? Get that for the 100th episode.
I could do
We'll-
that. Yeah, I could do that.
we'll-
You know what?
we'll
We should
get a
probably play.
date.
We should probably play clips from the first
Oh
one.
God! Look at us. We were so young. we were 51 instead of 53 or something.
I'm much
So,
older
yeah,
than that. Much older.
So
than
fix it, Felix. Let's just hope.
that. Yeah, that's one of those games that wasn't a game, but it's actually a fun game. It was
Yeah,
made just for the movie, but it's actually a pretty fun game. I
Have
enjoy
you-
playing it.
Have you seen what's actually in those machines? Have you ever heard the story of what's actually inside?
I wasn't running like Java game or something like that initially.
So apparently it was running they dropped all the CRT, so it's running an
Yep.
LCD panel monitor, and it was I think it was a Dell or an HP computer in all of them, and it would boot an executable, and it would just run the executable, but it was meant to look like pixel art and all
Right.
that stuff. So it ran a full blown PC in there. The thing could have ran on a Raspberry Pi,
Oh,
but
a
the
Pi
company
Zero.
that made it, oh yeah, like the thing runs, I think Windows XP or 10, not 7 or XP or something like that, and it boots the executable like straight in. From what I recall, if you boot it up, you'll see a Windows screen for a little while, and then it'll run the executable. So it's like, wow.
Okay, so Scott asked a question. Is the art package available? You know what? I should put that online. I forgot to do that. So yes, I do have. If you want to print your own, yes, I do have the template, and I will put it in the link of the video I put up before. and I'll put it in the official GRS Build-A-Case fan page. Thanks for letting me know, Scott. I did forget to put the artwork in case you want to make your own. I will take care of that. Good catch.
Cool.
Good catch. Good catch. But
They're asking good questions.
they are. But back to the Fix It Felix. It's one of those things where it was a movie, but the game is pretty fun. Even they have a Genesis port. There's it's like a port on almost all the machines. They made a copy of it. Commodore 64.
Oh, dude, they took it to the next. The homebrewers took it to the next level. There's a Commodore 64 version, Sega Genesis, like you said. What else? There's all these different platforms.
Well,
I'm surprised it's not made on the ColecoVision or something like that.
Not yet, but I remember, like talking about the executable. I remember when they released it short term, like Disney, you could download it yourself, and I grabbed the copy. I can't find it now, but I remember playing it. It was fun. It's
a great game. It's a really fun game because you can run it on your PC. It just runs. I think you need to install the .NET
something like that.
framework
It
and
was
stuff.
either that or Java. Something had to be put on.
Yeah, and then it runs, and it runs good too. And you have to use not the arrow keys, but the keyboard to play. Yeah, it doesn't support a joystick. You just needs that.
That's what I need to do. I need to make a small little 49-way joystick, because that's what Sinistar uses, like NFL Blitz. It's a 49-way stick. It'll probably be just an analog stick, to be quite honest, because if you ever seen a 49-way stick, Steven, you ever seen one of those?
No.
So picture an 8-way stick, and then outside of that there's like 16, and outside of that there's like 32. It's just micro switches all the way around, and it's a mess. But you could do the same thing with a properly programmed, analog.
So I guess in MAME you have to make it work somehow, I guess.
Yeah, you use an analog stick. Use the thumb buttons on you, or like
gotcha,
controller or something like that.
I like that game, Sinistar.
Yep, and
run,
Bill, you're right.
Coward,
the
run.
browser. I've never defeated him. I've not once did I ever blow up Sinistar. Not once. I get murdered.
I did it once, but there's too much going on the screen.
There is. It's like Defender. I'm there. I'm just going, and I die.
Yeah.
Robotron,
run,
I do
Coward,
pretty good.
Run.
And that's what it's stuff like that. When you have a really good game, whether it's sound effects or speech at the right time, it really, think of Resident Evil. Resident Evil really didn't have fast-paced action, but the horror, you felt the horror in playing that game.
Oh yeah,
it was a game,
Trouble
but
going
it
to
scared
bed
the
at
crap
night.
out of you.
Silent Hill did that for me a little bit. The Silent Hill series, it was like, oh, spooky. Hey, did you get to watch the new Ghostbusters movie?
I have not. You're gonna be mad at me. I didn't watch the last one yet.
Me neither. No, I haven't watched it either. I'm just curious. Don't spoil it, guys, in the chat. But you guys
our guys would never spoil stuff for us, Steven. Come on, they'll never do that.
I don't know. I think that if you guys can tell us if it sucks, donkey parts or whatever, that let us know. And what was the other movie that came out? There was Ghostbusters and the King Kong movie. And,
I want to see that again.
My son said it wasn't that good.
Well, you got to understand you got to understand that movie's supposed to be like a B movie. I mean, it's supposed to be a B movie. It's not like Godzilla -1, which I still have not seen. But the Godzilla versus Godzilla X Kong is supposed to be stupid, because Godzilla films, that's what they were. They were like,
laughable.
Yeah, but that was the fun of it. That was the fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's kind of weird. I've been looking online to see if it's streaming anywhere. Godzilla -1. It's not streaming anywhere yet.
Nope.
And it's like, are you guys planning on? And apparently was supposed to release now, but apparently with Godzilla and King Kong, I was going to say Donkey Kong, King Kong and Godzilla, that they pushed it back. I don't know, So,
understand, Iceman. I'm sorry about that. I'll see what I can do.
Too many ads.
Yeah.
Good God.
I don't know why it's coming up, but apparently he's getting hit with ads. So I apologize to him on that one. I don't blame him.
You know what? If you want to get rid of those, I think a Raspberry Pi, called the Pi hole thing, that'll get rid of a lot of
Pi
ads.
hole?
You never heard of that? It's called the Pi hole project. What it is, it's a DNS. For those of you that are more technical in the chat, maybe it's a DNS server that filters the ads based on DNS, and it literally blocks them and puts nothing.
But that happened even in, like our stream because it's part of.
I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. I haven't tested. And then there's browser plugins that are available to block ads and
I think
stuff.
I think YouTube being what it is, it's like on Amazon Prime now. You can't block those commercials no matter what you.
We apologize in advance.
We do, and I'll try and fix it again. I don't know why. I thought I made sure there wasn't any, but apparently YouTube says, "Nah, we're gonna put them in anyway."
Yeah. Stephen M said the story's all over the place. Wow.
Yeah, that's a problem now with like lots of new shows. They don't really pay attention to their own script, kind of.
Yeah. Zero Redux said that the Godzilla thing was disappointing. My son walked out of there, same thing. He says, "Dad, it wasn't that good." I was like, "Oh, that sucks." So I haven't gone to the movies in a while, so it's but there's some. Let's see, anybody else that said Ghostbusters has 44 out of 83 on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow, that's too bad. I heard it was okay.
Again,
like, I mean,
you got to take it for what it is. Like I liked. What was the last one? Was it Godzilla versus Kong? Godzilla
Afterlife?
versus Kong.
Oh no, I talk about Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Okay,
I'm
the other
sorry.
one.
We switched.
Yeah,
gears.
no, it's fine. No, let's talk about
I
Godzilla.
did. Well, I did hear that the first, the Afterlife wasn't bad. I understood.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen either of them. No.
Oh goodness, Afterlife's good. I liked it.
Okay.
I heard if you liked Afterlife, you'll like this. I don't know. So it's I'm waiting for it to come out on streaming and stuff like that. So I'm not forking out $20 to go to the show.
Well, that's the thing. With everything's gotten so expensive. I mean, you go to the movies.
Oh, don't get me started with that.
Well, last time I actually went, it was me, Cole, Jen, and the kids. It was like $100, to go to the movies, and that's a lot. You go. I went to
For
Wendy's.
2 hours.
Look, I went to Wendy's on Wednesday. Wendy's, right?
Yeah.
And it was $50, and I got
For how many people?
Me, Cole, and my brother, one burger
That's it.
each, one fries each, Frosties.
That's
each.
basically here we
It's
have a
insane.
restaurant in Canada called A&W. I don't know if you have
Yeah,
those in the States.
this ain't not around me, but they have them around.
Yeah, and basically it was $55.
It doesn't
to
pay to
eat.
go out. It just doesn't pay to go out.
And the people were serving the drive-through instead of me that was there. I was like, I got pissed. I don't get mad at those workers too often, but I was like, what the hell? Where the hell's my order? Been waiting here for 15 minutes. What the hell?
Way to go,
And they're
Joe.
giving
Look at that. Really pleased. Getting sales already for this. So that's fantastic.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, we spread the love here.
We try to. We try. I'm not joking.
Give it a good try.
If you like these games, that Donkey Kong now is now my prized possession because Nintendo's never going to make it, and it wasn't hard to do.
They should. They totally should.
Well,
like, officially,
here it is, yeah.
No, but officially they should. They should make Donkey Kong Jr. and all the other ones. Popeye, I don't know if is Popeye in the public domain now. Is it?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't
maybe
think
not.
so.
I don't know who owns the rights to Popeye. I don't know. So who knows? So Video Game Vegas does not like the new ones. At least that's what I'm getting out of that.
See, that's
comment.
the problem is I'm too into the classics, and sometimes I heard Afterlife was pretty good. They're pretty respectful, but
Yeah.
like was said though,
It was
don't
better than
write
the
good
other one.
stories. The stories are just a mess, and you think you're an idiot when you do
Like
it,
the
too.
Ghostbusters with the girls there. No offense to the actresses there, but I did not like that movie at all. It was terrible. It was bad. So yeah. So anyways, other than that, what else is on the whole movie thing or whatever? So what's the what anything?
Well, you got
good
the Tron
there?
3 they're still working on. That's not out till 2025, I think.
They just got the ride at Disney working. So
Oh, did they? Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
Well,
Big D's
been a
Arcade.
while.
Warner Brothers owns Popeye.
Yeah, but they haven't made nothing for years. Like, what was the last Popeye thing?
Oh wait, we
Did they
got
make
Warner
a
Brothers and
modern-
King Features. Which is it? The AI Jason's almost never wrong, Biggie D.
Yeah, but like, even if whoever owns Popeye, what are they going to make? I think didn't they make a Switch game of Popeye or something that bombed?
Oh, I don't know. I don't play any.
I
Switch
thought
games.
John Riggs
Oh,
did a review and he was like, "What the hell is this crap?"
let me
kinda
pull this
thing.
up here for Scott. So Scott, what you need to do, I'm gonna pull this up here and pull this up. Boom. So in that video, there'll be a link to Thingiverse, and you need to download and print this piece.
Okay,
This piece.
first things first.
Yes.
You buy the Build-A-Case.
Oh,
You get
yes.
a friend to 3D print this stuff,
That's displaying
and
it.
then you should be good to go.
But you go to the link in there, this piece right here, this piece right here, and this. You don't need this one. This one is if you wanted to cut your own piece of plexiglass, but you don't need it with Joe. It's just 1, 2, 3, and you just slap them together. And in the video, it shows you how it connects, and just put the artwork on, and you're done. Boom. That's it.
Zero Redux. Who's going to play Popeye in 2024? Wrong answers only.
I like the arcade game. I thought Nintendo's Popeye was.
You know,
was a
no,
good
but
game.
when you think about it, the movie with Robin Williams, when I was a kid, I saw that. I was like,
it was
10 years
horrible.
old or
It was horrible, but
it was
my
okay
son,
if you're a kid. It was a
no,
good kids
even as a
movie.
kid, I'm like, what the hell do you do to him? But my son liked it, so we watched it a lot. But that wasn't Popeye.
Yeah,
He
but they didn't make anything else since then.
He hated spinach. That's like the Green Lantern saying I can't use my power ring because it's green, or Superman saying, give me some kryptonite.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. No, but they don't do much with that license, it seems, in general. Like, whether it's a video game, a movie, or cartoon series, or whatever, I haven't seen anything, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't get it.
I
honestly don't get it.
I think Death Battle did Popeye versus like One Punch Man, I think. Or it was someone really
What?
strong.
Really?
Yep, and I'm not going to tell you who wins, but it's worth a watch. It was
Oh,
Popeye
really?
in One Punch Man, or him against Goku. I think it was One Punch Man. But it was someone very powerful, and you just have to see for yourself like what happened. Death Battle is a channel if you guys watch a lot, but I enjoy it.
It's CGI, if I recall.
Some
It's
is
like,
CGI. It's all usually computer generated. Some looks like 8-bit art. Some looks like cartoon. Some is CGI. They kind of mix and match. I think once, I'm sure someone was like similar, did live. Bat in the Sun. That's another channel. That was like Batman versus Darth Vader, Wolverine versus Thor, Superman versus Thor. All those Goku and Superman, all those type of things they kind of did. But if you never saw the Batman versus Darth Vader one on Bat in the Sun, that's legendary.
I think I saw that one.
That one's legendary.
I think you had posted that on your Facebook a while back.
No,
if I'm not mistaken.
No. Again, I watch it, but it's not really Popeye. If he hates spinach, he's not Popeye. He's an alternate universe Popeye. Popeye likes his spinach. That's just That's
They were trying to get rid of spinach, I guess, as a marketing ploy with that. I guess I don't know.
Thanks for coming, Sam. We appreciate it, buddy. Have a great weekend.
Have a good evening. So yeah, so essentially, and then Shazam.
Yep.
Shazam was okay.
It was
I
okay,
don't
but
mind.
he's right. They made him like a comic relief character, and
Oh, it's a comedy. Those two movies are comedies.
Yeah, it's really two people. If you look at the original stuff, yes, Billy Batson was a kid, but he turns into Captain Marvel, Shazam. So he's kind of the same person, but he's kind of like not the same person. He's an adult.
It's funny that they call him Captain Marvel, but it's Marvel has a Captain Marvel.
Well, back in the day,
I know they had a thing with that. Yeah,
right. It was Captain Marvel, and he said Shazam to get his powers.
Yeah,
but once Marvel made their, they do. DC had every single character in DC. Marvel has, and everyone Marvel has, DC has. Marvel started
just
with
different versions.
They did. But think about it. Marvel always had mutants, right? X-Men mutants.
Yeah.
Now DC calls it meta-humans. That never existed before. But when X-Men all started taking off and mutants started taking off, then all of a sudden, boom, we have meta-humans. We got to fight the meta-humans.
Exactly.
So they'll do it back and forth.
And then we got somebody talking about Black Adam.
And Black Adam, again, he's not a good guy. And that's why the Dwayne Johnson one kind of failed. He was a bad guy, but he's good. No, Black Adam is a bad person, period. He's not here to help nobody. He's Black Adam. He's a bad guy, and that's why the movie bombed. Because you can't have an anti-hero like that. You can't.
They construed it what he really was, and we go back to this all the time. If you're gonna remake these characters, there's a Bible to follow. Follow the damn Bible,
Oh,
or
Steven, you're right.
you know.
But Popeye Switch was delisted on the eShop last
Yeah,
year.
I heard about that, and I was like, I just saw these odd because I think they were sending John Riggs and them some codes and stuff, and it was like, okay, Black Adam has hair, not the Rock apparently.
Actually, he's right. He's right. The Black Adam does have hair, but obviously The Rock did not.
If you guys want to watch real good, I think DC does better in the animation.
Oh yeah. Oh,
stuff for sure.
by far, if they would just follow what the anime stuff did, the movies would be fantastic. But they don't, and they ruin
Yeah,
it.
for whatever reason, they let these people go bananas there, and it screws everything up. So,
But I have to say, the newest DC films have kind of been a bomb in my book.
but what
The
about this new stuff coming out?
only one that out of all these new ones, only the one Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 was okay.
No, I meant they're redoing with James Gunn. Not a reboot, but it's
By the time the stuff comes out, I'll be dead.
oh, probably.
You know, it just takes too long. Because
Yeah, and
Marvel did it
apparently
the right
he's
way. Marvel took
well, look at it this way.
10 years, and DC's like, get him out there, and they suck.
Yeah, well, apparently Grant Gustin, which is the Flash on television, he's going to be joining this new DC universe or whatever. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The old DC animated
Yep.
movies,
The new ones
like
are
even
terrible.
the animated Batman series that was, that had that noir look to it and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's great.
The old
It
stuff
was
was
great.
good. Yep.
Yeah, the
I
James Gunn
remember.
verse is a complete reboot. That's right. But apparently Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash, he's maybe going to play the Flash. I don't know. There's rumors that he's joining
Well,
that universe.
here's the thing. The Flash live action that was done by that wackadoo, I actually liked it.
Grant Gustin?
It was okay. I liked it.
He played a good Flash, in my opinion. I think he plays a better Flash than the dude that's in jail right now. There,
No, that's what I was
what's
talking
his name?
about.
Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller.
That's what I'm
I
talking
didn't
about.
like his Flash. No, I'm talking about the better Flash on television.
I never watched that Flash TV show.
Oh, dude, you got to watch it. It's great. Maybe people in the chat will disagree, but his name is Grant Gustin. He's the one that played the TV Flash, and Ezra Miller. He'd rather go to jail than nurture his career. So they got rid of him and got fired. I don't think he played a good Flash, in my opinion, because the Flash isn't a goofball. He's a bit of a goofball, but he's a smart.
Well, that's what the Flash is supposed to be.
Yeah, he's supposed to be smart. But they made him on the movies pretty damn stupid, like a little fanboy. Are you Batman? Oh my God! I thought that was so dumb. But if you give yourself, go on Netflix or whatever digital download of some sort. Hint, hint. Go get the Flash series. You'll like it.
Well,
It's
I agree with
it's really good.
Pliskin. I would love to see a Thunder the Barbarian movie, but the problem is they got to make like the old TV series. It was pretty dark for a kids show. It was dark, and they're going to screw it up. So I'd rather
Oh,
than
probably.
not. And I remember the way it was done because it was you had to make them educational. And Thunder, Dungeons and Dragons, those old cartoons got pretty dark, and you won't see that again in our lifetimes. I don't think. Well,
Not
you do
Saturday
now,
mornings.
but no, those are done. Those definitely
We've
done.
got somebody who said that Quantum Effects. Remember the TV show of Captain America? Yes, I do.
Yeah,
It was pretty
bad.
rough. It was rough.
Pretty bad.
Those were dark times for Marvel. Especially,
bad.
what was it? The one scene you had a motorcycle with the shield in the front, and he's driving on a dam or water dam or whatever, jumps off, and it looked really weird. So yeah,
It was pretty bad. They had a lot. Even the Incredible Hulk. I saw a clip where he was in a cage with a gorilla. It was a guy in a monkey suit, but it was a gorilla.
Which one? The Lou Ferrigno one we're talking about here?
Yeah. So he's
Okay.
like this gorilla, a guy in a suit, in a bad suit. He's like knocking him around, and the Hulk turns into him, and he starts throwing the gorilla. It was just like, my God, man,
That's
what
good
did we
television
watch?
back then, man.
What did we watch as kids? So you had these glasses that are so big and rose-colored. Then you go back and go, what?
We were
what
so
the hell?
excited to see a superhero on the screen. It's like going back
No,
to watching Dukes of Hazzard again.
Jason
Dude,
AI
you
is
can't
close. It's
do
not
it
going to be
again.
Thundar the vegetarian. It's going to be Thundar the he them her them whatever they call it, the vegetarian. So no,
Yeah.
no,
Pronoun
I don't want to
insert
see that.
here, whatever.
Do not
Yeah.
want that. No.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here, you
know what?
Video Vegas got it
To be
right.
respectful, I respect pronouns, but not in the damn movies. Leave it out of those movies.
You're a better man than me. You're a better
Well,
man.
no,
never
I think it's a respect to somebody if whatever they want, but the movies, I don't think it belongs there, especially the old stuff that we grew up on. Don't sprinkle that. Put the new stuff. That's fine, but don't mess with our stuff. You know, Captain America movie. Well, okay, so which one's he talking about? Is it the
I'm
one
assuming
with?
the one from the 80s.
Oh yeah, the one from the 80s is pretty bad. Yeah. It's in the Walmart bin. When it reaches the
Which is
Walmart
free.
bin,
or 5 cents. You know,
yeah,
just take it. Just
Just
take
take
it.
it, go home with it.
Get rid of it.
But the one with what's his face there that ended up being in the MCU and all that stuff, that's fine. Which incidentally, that same actor played the Human Torch on Fantastic Four years before that.
See, there's the difference. You're at least watching Linda Carter. So even though she's fighting a gorilla, you're still looking at Linda Carter. Bill Bixby, Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno fighting this gorilla. You know, and then the gorilla gets knocked around so bad he goes to his own cage and closes the door because he's like, I want to stay in the cage. I mean, it was just so
I remember
bad.
that.
So bad.
My wife and I did watch a little bit of Incredible Hulk, like, you know, and we had to stop after a few seasons. We were kind of like, all right, this is enough, you know. Oh yeah, that's right. They casted the girl from you know, the chess game. No, it's not her in there. No, maybe it is. Yeah, the girl from the chess movie.
Wait a minute.
She's a Silver Surfer.
The Silver Surfer is now a woman?
Yeah. But apparently, no. Okay, to be fair, the Silver Surfer did appear as a woman in the comic books for a while.
But the main
I don't know what year it was, but
the mainstay Silver Surfer is a dude.
Yes, that's right. In the Fantastic Four movies, that was really good. Actually,
it's just, you know what, I can't anymore with these people. Can't. They want to go bankrupt? Let them go bankrupt. I could care less. I ain't gonna go see it.
Yeah,
I am not gonna go see it.
I don't know. Please make the story good at least. That's all I want. And yes, it is Chris Evans. Yes,
don't even care.
The Chris Evans is the one I was talking about with that. But I think what everybody else was talking about was, there always was. Yeah. It was in the comic books, but I think as we grew up, I think we all, because if you look at the Surfing with the Alien album cover for Joe Satriani, it's the Silver Surfer on there. The male.
But that's funny. Quantum Effects brings up a good point, because the Bionic Man and the $6 million, the Bionic Woman, $6 million man, Bionic Woman, both did fight Bigfoot. One was Andre the Giant. The other two were not. But you know what? For some reason, that one was okay. So maybe I am being double standardy. But those were kind of good. But
it was a female Bigfoot.
but there was a TV show that came out later for Saturday morning called Bigfoot and Wild Boy, and that was horrible. It was horrible.
That.
It was. They basically
TV. No wonder there's earthquakes there. It's having shit like that on TV.
But they had the Bigfoot was basically it wasn't bionic, but it had the bionic sound effects to show him running 60 miles an hour. Bigfoot. It was just so bad. But it was a kids show for Saturday morning. It cost them $13 to make an episode, so I guess it was.
Yeah.
I guess it was okay.
Female Silver Surfer rode a broom. The Wickedy Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, you know, I think I vaguely remember, but again, the mainstay character, if you're going to be doing it, should be the guy, Silver Surfer. I'm sorry, I'm not a bigot. I love Ripley. I love Padme. There's a lot of female characters which are great, but there's ones that were guys that when I think of a character, I'm going to think of Silver Surfer. He's a guy. That's what I want to see.
He's an
Otherwise,
entity,
yeah.
really, but
Well, he is now. He's got
no,
the
no,
power
but I mean,
cosmic.
like, so if we're gonna talk a little Silver Surfer, I think his job was to go seek out worlds for the World Destroyer to
Galactus.
to basically absorb or whatever. The Tomorrow People. I remember that.
I do remember the Tomorrow People.
Yeah. The Tomorrow People. What was that again? I remember the name, but I don't remember what the premise was again.
Yes, Jason, they are. They didn't call me. I didn't get the calling to come
Yeah, I
back.
was gonna say
I
they
didn't
call
get
you
my
that?
calling to come back, but yes, they are doing a. I understand a big budget Toxic Avenger movie, not Troco Productions, where they use like $13 and
Some latex
some
gloves.
latex,
and
right?
whatever.
To make it. But yeah, and I'm actually would like to see that if they do it right. You know,
It's an
was a-
interesting character.
It
you
was an
know.
interesting character. You know, it's a 98-pound weakling from New Jersey. You know, he falls into this vat of toxic waste, then he comes out the Toxic Avenger and he kills people with the mops. That's that was his thing.
Yeah.
Brutally killed him too. It wasn't like nice, man. He was pretty brutal.
Hey,
But,
Glenn.
yes,
You know what time it is?
it must be get overtime. We're almost at overtime.
It's almost quitting time. We want to thank everybody for coming out tonight.
Absolutely. So I know Super Gamer Dudes will be starting in just a minute. We don't want to encroach on their show. So we want to thank all you guys, first of all, for joining us. Whether you're in New York, whether you're in Florida, and you didn't feel the earthquake in Florida, Canada, California, Australia, England, wherever you are in the world. We appreciate you guys joining us here. And I present my heartfelt thanks to you, and so does Stephen, right, Stephen? You do?
Yepers.
And if you guys are interested, again, Joe Sabo's Arcade, you can get some great Duncan artwork for your GRS Build-A-Case. 3D print a couple files, and you can see in the center there what you can have, and it's pretty damn nice. If I do say so myself, but it is pretty damn nice.
You made everybody envious in the chat this evening.
I got to pop this one up real quick here.
Do you have that camera where you can zoom into it when it's turning and stuff?
I do.
Zoom in on that thing as we go out, so to speak.
Let's see here if I can find it. Here we go. Bring it down. Can I go down a little bit? Uh-oh, down too far.
Yeah, we don't want to see your underwear basket.
No. Go over a little bit. We'll get a nice
the suspense is killing everybody in chat. There you go. Get a nice close up of that. Looks nice.
It really does, and it's a beautiful thing of beauty. It really is. I don't know what it is about the cabinet, but it is just a beautiful design.
Yeah.
And so we'll leave it on that note. So thank you all, guys. Again, I always say it, and I mean it. Always tell family and friends that you love them. Love all you guys, whether you're in New York, whether you're in Florida, no matter where you guys are. Big love from me and Steven to you guys. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next Friday for episode 99, Steven.
Wayne Gretzky episode.
I guess so. Dang.
All right.
We're gonna
be safe, guys.
Good night. Be safe. Have a good one, and game on, all.
Game on.
Game on.